Hi there my friends, this is Benjamin here from saybuy925.com. So in this training video, I'm going to share with you guys how to actually build your respective squeeze pages or landing pages, as well as your thank you page. Alright, so without further ado, let's dive into my Clickfunnels dashboard. Okay, now first and foremost, what you do is very simple. Go to build a funnel. So the functionality of a squeeze page is basically to collect email addresses, correct? So we're going to choose this option here. And for simplicity's sake, I'm going to call this demo 123. Alright. Ignore the group tag for now. Just go ahead and build a funnel. And straight away you can see that Clickfunnels will generate two separate pages for us, which is the opt-in page as well as the thank you page. Yeah, which is over here. Alright. So very simply, what we need to do now is to actually choose among all these templates. Several templates here for you to choose from. And these are just the opt-in page templates. Alright, and you can see when it comes to the thank you page, these are all the various templates as well. Alright, now when it comes to opt-in page, okay, now honestly the template is not very important, because what you can do is you can still customize it after you choose the particular template. So let's say for example we go for this full length opt-in here. Alright, so before you actually select the template, you can actually go and preview it and see how does it look like. Okay, over here this is the logo, this is your default text, sub headlines, this is your lead form, and these are just some descriptions in terms of what the product is. Right, this is your particular lead magnet. Okay, and this is the video headline. Alright, so this is a pretty long lead, long squeeze page. So let's say if you want something simpler, maybe we just choose something simpler. Alright, something like, let me see, okay, maybe something like this. Alright, so let's preview it first. Yeah, very simple landing page. Okay, let's go for this one now. Select the template. Okay, so while it's loading, you don't have to wait for it, just go ahead and edit page. Alright, so first thing first, you might want to put your particular logo here. So how you actually do it is very simple. Now, as you can see, when I hover my mouse, there's actually the green color section, then there's a blue color section, and then there's a orange color section. So just remember, the green color section refers to section per se, which is here. Right, the blue one refers to the respective columns. Alright. Then when you go into the orange one, this is the particular element. Okay, so let's say you want to change this particular logo. We go to settings here, go to the gear icon. Right, this is where the image of the logo is. So for my case, let's say I choose the logo as this one. Alright, I just choose this logo. Alright, you can also resize the logo, put it as something like 50. Too small, maybe 150. Yeah, okay, my 150. Okay, so if there's any link that you wish to channel your customers to, when they click on this logo, you can actually input into the link URL. If not, just leave it as it is. So that actually settles the logo. Now under the themes, you can actually choose different kinds of logo image. Like for example, let's say we go for this one. Alright, you can't really see much difference here. Let's say we go for something whereby you can see a little bit of difference, maybe something like this. Yeah, there you go. Alright, so this one looks cute. Under advanced, you can actually align it. You want it to be in the center, the left, or the right. So usually logo for squeeze page, we will put it in the center portion. Okay, for the radius, now this one is circle or round corners. So but we already selected circle one. Okay, so actually you don't really need to bother about this. Alright. Now for the borders, nothing much to care about. Okay, opacity, no. So that actually settles the logo. Now when it comes to the wordings, same thing. Just hover your mouse to the orange and then tap again. So you can actually start typing here. Okay, like for example, best selling baby products, 50% discount. Now, something like that. All right, so this is actually your main headlines. Now, let's say for example you want to change the colors over here. What happens is you can actually say, for example, I want to highlight this portion here, and then I bold it. All right, and again you hover your mouse where you see the orange color tab comes out. Click on the settings. Under the text color, you can actually choose, all right, what different colors do you want. So let's say we want to go back again to the white. Okay, but however, you want a different color for the one in bold text. All right, so go again to the settings. Under the bold color, you can actually put it as red to make it striking. All right, it's as simple as that. Okay, let me explain again. If you hit the gear settings over here, there's a text color and there's the bold color. The text color refers to the general text inside the box. The bold color refers to the color that you want for your bold text. All right, simple as that. Now this one is the subheadings. So if you don't want these particular subheadings, very simple, again hover it, just delete it away. Okay. Okay, now this is where they will input their first name and their email address. Right now, again, if you hover your mouse over to the first name and hit the gear icon, so you can see that they already put down there the input type is full name. So the placeholder text you can put in as enter your first name. All right, and whether it's required or not, just put it as required. You can also change the font if you want to. All right, say we go for this one, Oswald. It looks kind of small actually. Let's go for this. Yeah. All right. Now the font size you can change it as well. Over here, as you can see within the screen, the font is changing. But I think this one is okay. Now for the themes, again, different kind of you see, you can actually change in terms of how the box is going to be look like. But usually we go for the default input. Again, for the advanced, it's pertaining to all the different colors, alignment, the font weight, so on and so forth. All right. So under the email address, again, go to the icon. Now, usually you realize that the email address, they automatically put it out there as required, because like what I said, the main function of opt-in page or squeeze page or landing page, whatever name you call it, the main function is to collect the email address. Okay, so I'll put it there, enter your best email. Right, so you can see that it actually changes while typing. Okay, so same thing, you can change the font. Right, so just keep it as it is, like that. Okay. Now, this is where it's important. Submit my free report. Okay, now if you click on the settings button, they will have a set action over here. All right, please remember to go for submit order or submit form. This is very important. This is the one whereby once your potential audience land on your landing page and input all this information will automatically go into your respective auto email responder. Okay, so this is the one that you need to choose. Okay, same thing, you can change the font size, or let's say I don't like this particular color. Okay, so I can change the color here as well, the background color. I can go it for something like this, something like black. Yeah. All right, so this one we just leave it as it is. Copyright, terms and services. Okay, now this is how the exact squeeze page will look like now. Now if you see the entire background is if you feel that it's kind of too bright for you, you can actually go to the settings here, go under background. This is the background image, so you can choose separate background image. All right, so let's say we go for this one and take a look. Yep, now it becomes like this. Okay, so this is how your landing page will look like. Now, before we could talk about the thank you page, there's one very important aspect we need to take care of, which is your integration. Okay, this is the portion that you need to integrate your respective email autoresponders to. So let's say I select my integration and I'm using get response. Okay, add to campaign, and I select a list within the list that I've actually created within my get response account. For simplicity's sake, let's say we choose this particular one. All right, my email. Okay, sorry, my website URL. Okay, so now it's connected. Now click outside, check again. You see the tick here means it's already automatic integrated. Now, for those of you who are actually using paid ads to channel traffic over to your squeeze page, one of the things, of course, you need is the tracking. All right. So go over the tracking code. You have the header code and the footer code. So let's say, for example, you have your Google tab or your Facebook pixel. This is where you actually input the respective pixel. All right. Okay, so this actually settles our squeeze page. All right, so remember to save, and let's preview it. All right, so this is our squeeze page that we have just created. Okay, now let's now go back to our, save it again, thank you page. Now, a thank you page is also known as a bridge page. Okay, the functionality of a bridge page, like what I always preach with my students: welcome them that they landed on this page, introduce yourself, and last but not least, share a story that resonates with them. So when it comes to thank you page, I normally would choose a template that allows me to input a video. Okay, something like this. Yeah, this is my personal favorite. All right, so let's say we select the template, edit page. All right, so this is where you can actually input the video. So again, go to settings. All right, so once you're done with your video, upload to your YouTube channel, and that is where you can actually obtain your YouTube URL over here. All right, so let's say, for example, if I were to go to my YouTube, let me just go to my YouTube and show you guys. Okay, let's say I choose this particular one just for demonstration purpose. All right, so now what happens is I'm going to copy the entire URL over here, go back to my Clickfunnels, delete away the existing one, paste, enter, autoplay on. The rest leave it as it is. All right, then click out. Now, once you actually save your video into here, you'll realize that the screen actually doesn't change. What happens if you want to see whether it actually works? Very simple. Save it first. Go under the preview. Okay. Oh, there's an error that actually occurred. Playback ID. Okay, never mind. It's quite common to see problems like this. Okay, so maybe let's use a separate URL here. Let's use this one instead of the full URL. Again, let's go to settings, delete away this one, copy this one, enter, done, save, and let's preview again. It should be working well now. Yep, correct. Okay, so this is the particular video that I have selected. Okay, so remember, function of a thank you page: welcome them to the page, introduce yourself, and share a story that resonates with them to the particular offer that you're going to bring them to next. Okay, now we are not done yet with our thank you page. Let's continue customizing it. So over here again, this is the logo. All right, so let's use the logo that we selected just now, which is this one. So you can see here the logo is kind of small. All right, so what we need to do is again go to the settings, and we're going to change the width to 150 by 150. All right, and we're going to centralize it. Yep, here you go. Okay, so if you feel that the background is kind of plain, again go to settings, go to background. Instead of using an image like what we did just now, you can actually use a video as well. Okay, so your background actually has a video that moves. I will show you guys later, or you can just put a standard color into it. So let's say, for example, this one, we use this particular color. Looks bad. Okay, just use something like this, and we change the shade of it. It still looks kind of down. How about this? Okay, looks quite bad. Yep. All right, so next, now over here This is the one. Again, click on the settings. You can change the text over here and say something like "let me in." Okay. Now as you can see, the button is actually quite kind of small over here. So very simple. Just change the font size. The button will actually move accordingly. All right. And not forgetting to set the action over here. Now this is the one that you don't have to submit the form because it was already submitted in your opt-in page. So this is the one whereby you need to send them to your respective affiliate link. Okay. So let's say we do it. Okay. Now, so if you want to do any pop-ups, just make sure that you actually click here, show pop-up. So you can actually like add a new row. You can put down there whether you want this to be a 2-column row, like for example something like this, whereby it separates into 2 different sections, or you want it something like add a new element, text. All right, large call to action. Wait. Are you sure you want to give up on this wonderful limited discount? Okay, so remember, just click your mouse outside again. Go again to show pop-up. Okay, make sure that when you hover it, you get into the orange color box. So for me, I have the habit of just clicking outside, so that when I go back in, it becomes very easy for me to identify whether this is a column or whether this is a element. Alright, so from here you can change the font size, make it like that. Okay, you want to change the background color settings. So currently the background color, there's no background color at all. So let's choose a background color to make it more striking. Make it red. Yeah. So let's say we want to change the text to something of a different color. Show the pop-up again. Since it's red, we're going to change the text to white. Alright, so it's more striking now. Okay, so you actually hit the save. Every time when you do something, before you exit, please remember to save it. If not, everything that you have done will be gone to waste. Okay, now after we save it, go back, exit. Alright, so that actually is our opt-in page and our thank you page. Okay, now there's just one last thing to do. Go back again to the opt-in page. Okay, so now we're in the opt-in page. Edit it. Alright, usually I have the habit of doing this after I set to finish all my desktop version of the Squares page and the thank you page. Okay, and before I call it a day, I will go and check out how it looks like on a mobile format. Okay, this is how it will look like. Everything looks okay to me. Send my free report. Okay, it looks okay to me. So there's nothing much to change. Okay, again, just save it. Okay, if you want to change the mobile version or desktop version, you can do so. So let's just exit for now and check the one for our thank you page. How does it look like in the mobile version? So again, we go for mobile. This one, okay, looks kind of weird, right? So again, we go to settings. Okay, instead of changing the font size here, we go to mobile size. This is a matter of actually trial and error. Just go ahead and do it. Yeah, you see this, something like that. Okay. Now, what else is there? Okay, the line height, the line spacing is kind of close. Let's make it like that. Sorry. Settings. Advanced, the line height. Too big. Too big. Yep, just nice. Or maybe the line spacing, let's make it like that. Okay. Okay, just remember when you are doing changes with the mobile in the mobile mode, make sure you go for mobile size. All right, and as well as this one is kind of weird. Again, let's go to change the font, the mobile size here, too small, still too small. This is okay. All right, so this is how you actually settle your entire squeeze page and thank you page when it comes to Clickfunnels on both the desktop and the mobile version. So remember to save it. Okay, so let's preview how the whole thing looks like. Let's go back again to our opt-in page. Okay, so let's go and press on this button. It will go straight to the page itself. Okay, so let's say I just key in this particular one here. Okay, send my free report. All right, so this is our thank you page. Okay, which I did not input any affiliate link here. If not, it will just bring me direct to the offer. Okay, so it's as simple as that in terms of setting up your squeeze page and thank you pages within Clickfunnels. As you can see, it took me like 20 minutes to explain the whole thing, but if I were to do it, I think it will take me like less than 5 minutes to do so. Now let me show you one of my landing page whereby I have achieved about 50% opt-in rate. Okay. This one. Alright, so let's check the statistics to verify it. Okay, change the date to the 1st of March until 25th of March. It's today's date. So you can see here, our opt-in rate is about 52.38%. Okay, so how does this page actually look like? Okay, let's go back again. Okay, this is the page itself. Very simple page. Now this is my SC pop-up. Okay, very simple page. The customer key in here. Let me in now. Now I bring them to my thank you page whereby I introduce myself, blah blah blah. Then I'll bring them to my bonus page. Okay, so this is effectively like what I mentioned, how easy it is to use Clickfunnels. But guys, before we end this video, there's one particular important thing that we need to take note of, which is no matter how good your landing page is, it is useless if you don't have enough traffic for it. Okay, so what happens is I'm going to introduce you this particular free book whereby you only have to handle the shipping fee, and this book was actually written by Russell Brunson himself. Okay, and the book is called Traffic Secrets. So I personally purchased the books and I learned a lot when it comes to traffic. So there are actually 20 secrets that Russell Brunson shared. So if you click on the link below, you will actually get access to watching a 10 minutes video of how Russell Brunson actually explains the book. So like what I said, he has already settled the printing cost of the book. If you purchase the book on Amazon, it's going to cost you $20 over. But if you reside in US, all you have to settle is the handling and shipping fee, which is less than $10. If you're international, if you are staying outside of US, the shipping fee is about $19 US. Alright, which in my opinion is a pretty good book to actually purchase. So after learning how to create a landing page, the next thing that you really need to know is how to channel traffic to a landing page. Correct? Because without traffic, everything is nothing. Alright, so I'll end this video here, and do check out the link in the description below this video and watch the 10 minutes video given by Russell Brunson when he explained Traffic Secrets book. Okay, thank you and take care.